Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome. DSP here live on the stream. I hope you guys are excited for a special Saturday here. Today is actually June 1st, 2019. Welcome everyone to I think this is my fourth ever retrospective special stream. Alright, this is going to be a fun day. What are we doing today? Well, what we're going to be doing is walking down memory lane together. Alright, you guys have been nominating some of your favorite moments in my 10 years as a content creator, and you've been posting them up on my forums on thekingofhate.com, and I know that many of you are probably gonna, recommend things today as well, here during the live stream, okay? So what we're gonna be doing is going back and watching many things. We could be watching anything from my gameplay and video game playthroughs from over the years. We could be watching game reviews. We could be watching vlogs. We could be watching, just little channel updates that I used to do, or ongoing series that I used to do, like DSP Tries It or Cooking with the King. This could be a lot of things that we're going to check out. It could be a big variety of stuff, okay? I'm over at my PC today. I almost never do stuff sitting at the PC, which is what took me longer today because I had to move everything over here. I had to move the mic, the camera, headphones, and I had to basically set it up so that the lighting is okay. I think the lighting's okay. I may have to change it later, but I think the lighting is fine for now. So it should be good. This should be fun. And I love doing this because, someone doing this as long as I have. I did it for 3 years, roughly, about 2.5 to 3 years before it was even my job. And then after that, I turned it into a job. Right? And so there's so many. I mean, there's over at this point, I think someone did the math last year, end of last year, and said there's about 80,000 videos that I've put out in, the 11 years that I've been doing this. Pretty insane when you really think about it. 11 years of my life shared with all of you. So it's really cool to go back down memory lane. Now, the thing is, it's cool because a lot of this stuff I've never seen before. I recorded it and I uploaded it, but I never actually went back. I never went back and, watched it again. A lot of this stuff, you have to understand that when I'm a content creator who puts out as much as I do every single day, I'm pumping out the stuff. You know what I mean? And so I'm pumping out so much content that I don't go back to watch it ever. So, this is actually a cool opportunity to do that. And some of the stuff that we've gone back and watched in the previous retrospectives, like Project 7, and oh my god, Cooking with the King, don't get me started, is just so like, whoa. It's fun to watch at the same time. Sometimes I cringe at my old self, because as I say all the time, over the years, I've definitely changed and matured, and I'm nothing like I used to be. The things I used to say and do on stream back when it was kind of the wild west of YouTube and the internet, and you could do and say whatever you wanted, and it was definitely a different time when people didn't get offended by every little thing that you said. At the same time, I realize now a lot of the things I said were pretty stupid and not things that I would say in the modern day anyway. Even if I could get away with it, I wouldn't. So, it's going to be fun. All right, we're going to have a lot of fun today. And I want to say thanks to anyone who did go to my forums, thekingofhate.com, and did post up their nominations for what you'd like to see us go back and watch together today. I actually have some leftover stuff from previous retrospective events that I have a listing of. So we're going to have some stuff from previously suggested, and then a lot of stuff that was suggested specifically for today. This should be good. Okay, and by the way, I should say this. I think today we're going to be doing a lot of gameplay, and the reason I say that is previously a lot of people wanted to go back and watch vlogging or series and stuff. We've kind of beaten the dead horse in that regard. Not to say that there isn't still some vlogging left, like there's the whole MagFest trip and stuff like that we could go back and watch, but in general, we've done a lot of that stuff already. So I think today's going to be more of a focus on gameplay and funny gameplay moments and stuff like that. A lot of people suggested Metal Gear Solid. Like, a lot of people said, why don't you go back and watch your Metal Gear Solid playthroughs? Now, obviously, I can't go back and watch the whole thing, but, if people have certain moments, suggested moments, I'd be more than happy to go back and check that out, and I know some people did suggest certain videos to go back and watch, which is a good thing, okay? So, we're starting, now this is the pre-stream. After this, we're going to jump right in and start looking at your suggestions and start watching stuff together. This is all day long, this event. You know, I'm starting now, and I'm gonna go. I would say roughly till around 7 p.m. Pacific time. Let's just say 8 hours is a good chunk to do a stream like this. There will be breaks. Okay, I'd say probably every 1 to 2 hours I'm gonna take like a 15-minute break or so, and then I'm gonna have one larger break in between, probably around between 3-4 p.m. because I'm probably gonna go get like a snack because I'm sure I'm gonna be starving by then. Typically I eat dinner between 4 to 6 p.m. every day, so I'm sure if I don't eat something by then, I'm gonna be so goddamn hungry. I'm gonna have to take a larger break, maybe like a half an hour break to go eat something during that time frame. Okay, but outside of that, it should be a really fun event, and I'm really excited. I hope you guys are excited for this as well. Okay, all of this will be recorded and will be uploaded to DSP Gaming immediately following the end of the stream. So if you cannot be here for the entire stream today, no worries. I know a lot of you, maybe you can't be. You can go catch up is what I meant to say. Catch up on the event over on DSP Gaming after it ends. So that's good because it means that you don't have to be here for 8 straight hours, right? And if you're having fun, you got to go take off, do something else, no problems. All right? So that's today. That's going to be the entirety of today. And then around, like I said, around 7, I'll end it and I'll upload all of it to DSP Gaming. There's no late stream tonight since I'm going 8+ hours on this stream. I'm going to need to recuperate, I'm sure. I'm going to need to actually eat a real meal and then recuperate later on. I'll probably have to take a shower after this. But tomorrow we resume back with normal gameplay. So let's very briefly here, let's go through the schedule for the week so you guys know exactly what to expect now moving forward. For this week, because this week we've got a lot of variety in what I'm going to be doing this week. Okay, it's pretty cool. So here we go. Tomorrow, Sunday, June 2nd, the first gameplay stream is going to be the Code Vein online alpha multiplayer testing. I'm not even sure what they're calling it, but shout out to, I believe it was Eternal Napalm, who provided me with a code to play Code Vein tomorrow. I'm very interested in it. A lot of people are saying it's Dark Souls in an anime world, which is kind of cool. That's a cool premise, I guess. So I'm interested to see what it is. That's what we're going to be doing on the first stream tomorrow, checking out Code Vein's alpha. All right. Then tomorrow night, we're going to be doing a session of Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations. Yes, I am doing more Phoenix Wright, in the next coming month. I'm going to be doing Phoenix Wright at least twice a week to get as far as I can in the game, being that we're now about to start case 4. And people are saying there's 5 cases plus an epilogue. So you figure another maybe 15 hours. So, that's still a lot. It's still going to be like another month at least of me going through Phoenix Wright to try to finish it up. So that's why I'm pushing to finish it, because a lot of people want me to do other stuff. Like a lot of people want me to play Final Fantasy 9. And I can't start. I quite frankly cannot start that until we finish up with Phoenix Wright. I can't be doing a JRPG and a Japanese visual novel at the same time. That's going to very much, turn off a lot of my audience. I need to only be doing one at a time. Okay. So Phoenix Wright tomorrow night, 2 more hours starting up case 4. Okay. Then on Monday, we're going to be finishing up A Plague Tale: Innocence, a game that I've been playing over the course of the past week, and I'm actually really enjoying the graphics, the story, the atmosphere, all really cool. The gameplay, meh. The gameplay is kind of just basic stuff, and a lot of it can be a little frustrating because the rat mechanics don't exactly work as well as I think the game developers intended, but the game is still quite fun, and actually it's turning out to be one of my favorite stories this year for sure. So I cannot wait to finish the game on Monday and see how it ends, so I'm excited for that. And then Monday night, we'll be swinging back to Minecraft, alright? That should be pretty fun, because now I've built defenses around a village that I found, and I put torches everywhere to protect the villagers, alright? So, that being said, it should be pretty fun now, because what I'm going to try to do is do double defenses, like basically double up on the fence, and then build like nice gates and stuff for this new community that I'm in, and then actually try to do some of the commerce with these guys, and see how it goes. It's a project I've been working on for over a month, trying to set up the new commerce with the new village system. We'll be working on that Monday night, okay? Then on Tuesday, it's up in the air because there's 2 options. I can either return to Mortal Kombat 11, which I have not played now in about 2 weeks, So I understand for those who were liking the Mortal Kombat 11 coverage and the fighting game coverage, you may be like, man, what happened? You know, is Phil ever going to get back to it or whatever? All right, that's a possibility. Or I can start up Layers of Fear 2. This is a game that is a survival horror game, but it is more about psychological horror. It's not about necessarily gore and jump scares and combat. It's more about, you know, psychological. Think Amnesia, right? So games like that. So I'm excited for it. It came out last week, and it looked pretty good from the trailer. And I want to do it because I want to keep that vibe going of the creepiness. You know, we've been playing A Plague Tale. That's been pretty creepy, that game. And I want to kind of keep that going right now. So I might start that on Tuesday as well. So it really depends on maybe what you guys want. Okay, we'll see what kind of feedback you guys give me over the week. Would you prefer Mortal Kombat 11 to return or a new game in Layers of Fear? All right. And then Tuesday night's going to be my weekly session of Black Ops 4 Blackout Battle Royal. And Wednesday, again, up in the air. It could be Mortal Kombat. It could be Layers of Fear 2. Let's see what you guys suggest. And then that night, Wednesday night, I'm going to be doing more Phoenix Wright. So Phoenix Wright Sunday and Wednesday of this week. And then Thursday's my day off for the week, and that's it. You know, then the whole week's wrapped up. So that's your whole week schedule right there in a nutshell, guys. I hope you guys are excited for a full week of variety. I'm excited for the variety, for sure. I hope you guys are too. All right. Now coming up this month, we've got a lot. You know, coming up next weekend, I'm gonna begin with my E3 coverage. What I'm gonna do is, you know, have my day off on Thursday. And then when I come back from my day off, I'm going to let you guys know exactly how I'm covering E3. Including, you know, what press conferences there are, which ones I'm actually going to directly cover, and when I'll be covering them. How that's going to affect my gameplay streams, because there may be a day there where I don't do gameplay streams because I'm just reacting to every press conference. You know, it happens. We'll see. And then typically E3 week, which is going to be the second week of June this year, there's a lot of releases. Usually there's like new releases that come out that week just because of E3. And usually we're going to get a ridiculous amount of game release dates now coming out as a result of E3. So what I'm going to be doing that week is covering certain press conferences while still maintaining ongoing playthroughs. And then near the end of the week, I'm probably going to do a big E3 recap video where I tell you the best and worst of E3, what I thought was good and what wasn't. And also give you a big cumulative schedule update so you know exactly what to expect as we move forward with the year. You know what games I'm going to be covering, okay? So E3 week is always exciting. I always love covering it. I hope you guys are excited for my E3 coverage this year. And then the rest of the month is also going to be exciting. Just listen to some of the stuff we've got this month, okay? If I can get all of this, which I don't know if I'm going to be able to afford all these games, quite frankly, but we'll see how the month progresses. So we've got the first Mortal Kombat 11 expansion character, Shang Tsung. I believe he's coming out June 18th. We've got Crash Team Racing coming out June 21st. That last week of June is pretty nuts. I believe we have Super Mario Maker 2, as well as the game Judgment from Sega, as well as the game The Sunken City, which is supposed to be another like horror psychological thriller style game. We've got 5 freaking things coming out at the end of June. That's unprecedented. We almost never have this much new release content at the beginning of the summer. This is like the first time in years I've seen this much content at the beginning of the summer. And this is actually a good thing, because this will take us into the first couple weeks of July. And then what I'll do is I'll start balancing that with downtime content. So for example, if I beat Phoenix Wright or whatever, now we can start up with Final Fantasy IX and start balancing that in with everything. See, that's cool. And in July, we got a couple new releases too. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 as well as Wolfenstein Youngblood. So I'll let you know what's going on with those as we approach them. Plus, again, like I said, at E3, we typically get a ton of new game releases, and I almost guarantee you there's going to be a ton of new games coming out this summer that we're going to find out about within the next couple weeks, okay? Pretty sweet, right? So, we got a lot to look forward to. The next month of June is going to actually be quite interesting and quite fun, in my opinion. I hope you guys are on the same page with me and you agree. Alright, let's see. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I really want to cover before we get started with the other typical pre-stream stuff. I would like to say thank you to all of you who were very supportive last month. You know, right now, things are bad for me financially, very bad. And, you know, last month you guys were very supportive on streams. I want to say thank you for that. You know, it's still, we're certainly not in the clear. I still got another couple months to get through here to try to get back on my feet. You know, when you're behind financially, basically you're always trying to catch up. And that's my problem, is right now I'm behind, and I just raised enough to pay what I owed, and then the next thing already hits, and it's not very good. It sucks, okay? And I'm not going to give you details. I'm not going to go behind the scenes and tell you everything going on with me, because it's nothing that's going to help anything, quite frankly. But I just want to say thank you for the support that you guys did give me. You know, thank you very much for all of that. It is much appreciated. So thanks. I just want to say thanks, okay? So all that being said, all right, let's now get to the typical plugs segment that I do. We'll get through that, and then we're going to do some shout-outs for some people who have contributed here today. And then we're going to get started. All right, we're going to get, you know, lined up here. We're going to get started with the retrospective event. Sounds good? All right, so, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for 11 amazing years. That's what we're going to be celebrating today. My 11 years as a content creator, right? I love doing what I do for a living. I love being able to share my gameplay experiences with you daily and be honest with you, raw and unedited, and not having to worry about censoring myself, and giving you my honest opinions. It's a really awesome thing. And, you know, I've had highs and lows for sure. You know, at one point, I was pretty huge on YouTube. Certainly nowhere as popular like that anymore, but I've been around the block, and I'm still here, and people still know who I am. That's a good thing, right? You know, in 2017, I had to transition out from being a full-time YouTuber and become a full-time streamer. Reason being is YouTube's ad revenue bottom completely fell out. They lost a ridiculous amount of advertisers. And when they did, it became just unviable. I couldn't make a living on YouTube anymore because of the changes that they had done and the things they had screwed up. So that being said, all that being said, you know, now I rely pretty much primarily on contributions during live streams. In particular, a stream like today, a fun marathon retrospective event, is the perfect opportunity to, you know, contribute if you would like to keep this going. If you love these daily live streams that I do almost every single day, if you enjoy the videos that I do on YouTube, you know, now the long form videos that I do on YouTube every single day on DSPGaming, and you want to see this continue, please consider contributing during today's live gameplay stream, and you'll get a shout out if you do. All right, and I'll give you all the specifics in just a moment of how that's going to work. But yeah, please consider contributing today. Every little bit helps, it really does. And I have many ways that you can contribute to keep stuff going. But I will give you some specifics on, you know, the ways that, you know, things, the things that'll help more than anything right now. All right. So all that being said, many ways to contribute. You could go check out my Patreon at patreon.com/darksidephil. All right. And I want to say thanks to everyone who did pledge to my Patreon in the month of May. In particular, there was someone right at the end of the month who did a pretty large pledge. I want to say thank you to that person particularly. That does really help. Okay. That being said, what happens is it takes about 2 days for Patreon to process everyone's payments for the month of May. So I'm waiting for that to complete. Once that's completed, all right, then I'll be contacting all of you on the website. I'll be sending you all private messages on Patreon within the next few days. If it completes by tomorrow, I'll actually just do it tomorrow night. The problem is it doesn't always complete within one day. So we'll see. If not, probably by Tuesday, because Monday I'm a little bit busy, but I'll probably do it on Tuesday night. Send you all private messages to let you know how you can get your perks for your pledges, okay? If you're not a current pledgee, please give it a look at patreon.com/darksidephil. By pledging, you earn these personal perk rewards. It's a way for me to give back to those who contribute. All right. And there's some pretty awesome perks there. You know, yesterday we had someone who has their question answered on Ask the King, my bi-monthly Q&A show, because they were a patron. Someone's going to get a private Q&A video coming up because they pledged, and you know, they have the ability to ask me questions, and I answer for about 20-25 minutes all their questions in a private video. Okay, so a lot of good stuff that comes out of Patreon. All right, please give it a look. Also, I have a Teespring store where I sell all kinds of merchandise, primarily t-shirts, but there's also things like hoodies, sweatshirts, stickers, mugs, etc. It's great quality product. I can personally attest to because I own it. In fact, today, guys, I'm wearing one of the shirts. Look at that, right? I'm actually wearing one of the shirts here. And, I mean, actually, I'll have to get rid of this browser because it's distracting, right? I'm wearing one of the shirts. Okay? And as you can see, 10 years of Dark Side Phil, one of the many shirts that you can actually get over on my Teespring. Okay? And whoops, what I'm trying to do here is here we go. I wanted to have that there. Okay. I wanted to see if I can I wait a minute. That's what I wanted on that screen. There we go. I had the forums up instead of the YouTube, because I'm going to be watching stuff on YouTube all day. There we go. So anyway, yeah, this is one of the many shirts you can get. 10 years of Dark Side Phil. Cool design. Obviously a good day for me to be wearing this shirt, considering we're celebrating my long time content creation, right? But there's many other designs there as well. Please give it a look. That's at teespring.com/stores/DSPGaming. And anything that you guys buy on my Teespring store, obviously you get a cool collectible of high quality, and it helps me out as well. All right. But in particular, if you are here on the live stream today, all right, and you would like to have interaction with me, a way to say thank you and contribute, but also get some cool interaction with me live on the stream, if you either cheer with bits, subscribe to the channel, or if you tip me, all right, any of those things, I will give you a live shout out, thank you shout out on the stream. Now, please understand that it is subjective, what I do on my own streams, and I do have to abide by Twitch's terms of service while also maintaining a certain vibe here on the stream, meaning I'm going to try to keep it a chill, fun, vibe. We're all trying to just celebrate my past and stuff. We don't want to derail the stream with things like politics or religion or drama or insults. I don't care about what someone on the internet said about me today. Every day someone's insulting me, and I'm used to it. I don't care about who made a stupid video or who's illegally stealing my content or who's doing what. No one cares, all right? Also, please don't bring up too many derailing things such as memes. Like, I see some people are spamming frogs right now in the stream chat. That's perfectly fine. Just don't do it to the point where no one can talk in stream chat. If I do think it's too heavy, I will let you know. And please do abide by what I say and what the mods say, all right? But in general, people know how to maintain a chill vibe here. It's a fun time, hanging out with all of you. I love these daily interactive live streams, okay? And, you will, in general, get a shout out for your contribution as long as you're not trying to do something to derail the stream or insult someone, you know what I mean? So, please consider it. In addition, as you can see at the top of the screen, there's a stream stats leaderboard. You might say, well, what is that? Well, what it's going to do, it's going to keep track of things such as the top cheerer as well as the top tipper of the day, okay? And this is cool because it gives extra recognition to the biggest contributors of the day, and I'm very happy that people like it. People seem to really like that leaderboard, and they compete sometimes to even get up there, okay? So that's cool. In addition, today, guys, I am going to be trying to raise as many tips as possible, all right? Just being honest with all of you, like I said, things have not been great financially for me recently at all, and I'm barely making ends meet. I'm barely paying all of my bills. It's not a good situation, being very, very honest with all of you, okay? So, today, if you're going to contribute, I appreciate anything. I don't look a gift horse in the mouth, and I'm certainly not ungrateful for any kind of contribution that you guys would want to give during the streams. However, if you want to help me out the absolute most, the best way that you can contribute today is to tip me. All right, tips, I get them immediately, and I'm actually able to put them towards bills immediately. And just in particular, the first 2 weeks of every month, almost all of my bills clear, but I don't get paid by Twitch until the middle of the month. So it's always the toughest these first couple of weeks. So please consider tipping me if at all you can. I don't mind if you contribute via other methods that I've already mentioned, but tipping me helps the most. Now, there's two ways that you can tip me. You can either look below the stream chat where there's a button that says tips jar that you can click on, or you can type !tip into the stream chat. That'll bring up a link that brings you to my PayPal tips page, okay? Now, in regards to tipping, number one, you don't need a PayPal account to do it. That's a misconception. You could use just a debit or credit card. There's a button right there on the PayPal page that says you could do it, all right? Number two, you could be anonymous. And a lot of people are concerned that if they contribute to a live streamer, oh no, I'm going to be found out, someone will know my name and they'll harass me for contributing or whatever. That's not true. Even if you cheer, you can do an anonymous cheer. If you sub, you can do a sub anonymously, gift one. Or if you tip, you could just put in any name. You don't have to put in your real name. You can put in something you made up. You just put anonymous. You can do whatever you want. So you can protect your identity. You don't have to worry about that. No one's going to know and no one's going to harass you. Okay? Fair enough? All right. Very good. All right. So now what I'd like to do is I would like to do shout outs for those who've contributed, and I also want to give shout outs to those who have cheered for this week, okay? So let's get started. First of all, let's give credit to those who contributed overnight. We actually had Golden Colts who did 2 cheers. He said June 1st party, and then good luck with the marathon. Thank you very much, Golden Colts. Tana Mounter also did a 100-bit cheer overnight. Thank you, Tana Mounter, for the overnight cheer. That is appreciated. And then Rob started things off today with a $5 tip. And he says, have you seen When They See Us yet, Phil? It's heartbreaking, but so important to watch. Hashtag Netflix. No. I don't even know what that is. You know, I'll be honest. I am so out of the loop when it comes to, like, Netflix and stuff these days. I don't even know what's on it anymore. You know, at one point, I would watch a ton of crap on there. And then I kind of realized, you know, not that any of it is bad, but, like, there's very few and far between, like, great shows or great movies on there. Like, I watched Bird Box, and at the end I was kind of disappointed that I even watched it. You know what I mean? Like, I watched certain stuff on there, I'm like, eh. But if there's something great, like Stranger Things, that I love, right? So there's certain things on there I do enjoy. So what is this called? It is called When They See Us. I guess I'll have to figure out, let's look at this up and see what it is. Thank you for the recommendation. So thank you, Rob. You're the first tipper of the day. Let's get Rob up here on the leaderboard, guys. Not Tob. Rob. Tob. Okay. Alrighty then. Continuing on, shout out to Big Boy Abides, who did a 50-bit cheer. He said, Phil, I hope it's okay if I post up suggestions as the stream goes, because I didn't have time to post on the forums. Yeah, that's fine, dude. Well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go through the suggestions of people posted on the forums. We're going to look through them together. I'll let you guys know exactly what was suggested. We'll start watching some of them. We'll see if any of them are any good. All right? And then, maybe every once in a while, I'll say, all right, you guys have any suggestions in the stream chat? And see what people... Now, you can't post up links, but you could say, oh, you know, Metal Gear Solid 2 playthrough part 27. Watch it from the 5-minute mark. You know, you could say stuff like that in the chat, and then I'll go and we'll give it a look together. Okay? That's the kind of stuff that I would like. That kind of interactivity. And those kind of live suggestions will work. So, yeah, I will definitely do that from time to time. We are going to start off with the stuff that people suggested on the forums, but we will mix it up. You know, I don't want to just 100% do only stuff from the forums. You guys are here live, too, and see what you guys, you know, want to see, too, right? Fair enough? All right. All right, Super Flash did a 50-bit cheer. Excuse me, I skipped Hot Stuff Chris. I feel bad. Hot Stuff Chris resubscribed for 31 months. Thank you very much, Hot Stuff Chris. I appreciate that. Super Flash cheered 50 bits. He says, can we watch Detractor videos? No. We're not watching Detractor content. I don't seem to... some people just can't get it. So let me explain. Up front. All right? The purpose of today is to celebrate my 11-year legacy as a content creator. All right? Not to give attention to those who have tried to bring me down and slander and deride me over the last 11 years. The whole point here is that I have persevered through all of their bullshit, and I'm still here to this day, despite the fact that they've been trying so desperately to get rid of me for so long. I toughed it out. I said, fuck you. I used their negativity to power myself to keep going, and here we are. That's the point of today. Not to watch their videos and give them attention on shit that they stole, on shit that they slandered me on. That's ridiculously stupid. So, we're not doing that. We're not wasting our time on idiots. And stop asking. Okay. Vault Boy tipped me $1.69. He says, how long do you realistically think you can keep going? After 10 years, it must be difficult facing constant abuse and trolling. 10 more years? Well, Vault Boy, as I said at the beginning of April, my goal here is in the next few years to try to fix my financial position. Whether that means, you know, doing things drastically behind the scenes. You know, I have a few ideas of things I can do. Basically, what I need to do is get to a position where I don't have to work as much. Because if I don't have to stream as much, then I can get another job possibly to balance the streaming with. You know, if I could do a 9-to-5 job and come home and maybe stream an hour or two a night versus what I'm doing now, which is just streaming all day, every single day, except for one day a week when I finally get to spend time with my wife, you know, then what we could do is tone it down a bit, and then, you know, I still want to stream, I still want to share stuff with you guys, but basically you're right. I mean, do I think this is going to be viable forever? Absolutely not. The problem is I can't phase out of it yet because it makes more money than anything else I could possibly do. Even if I were to get another job right now, it wouldn't make nearly as much money as I make doing this. So I need to basically get to a point where I'm not in such a financial wreck behind the scenes that I can stream less and do something different, okay? But I need to get there, and I'm not even nowhere near there. You know, right now is the worst financially I've ever been. So that's the bottom line here is I need to, a lot of work and a lot of toughing this out until I can get to a better position, all right? So that's the deal. Ideally, would I like to do this for the rest of my life? Sure. Do you really think I'm going to be able to do that? Hell no. That's not very viable, okay? Alright, continuing on. Sausage Loves Mash tipped me $2 and says, on the 10th of June, they're announcing the brand new Avengers game made by Square Enix. Hope it's good. I don't care if it's your own hero. Just be good. What are your hopes for the game? I have no idea. Like, I don't know anything about it. I don't think they've announced anything about it yet, honestly. Like, what is it going to be? An RPG, an action game? You know, we have no idea. I'm very excited to find out more information on the 10th when they talk about it in their press conference. Like, finally we're getting a Marvel Avengers game, which is crazy to think these movies have been out for, what, 10 years? And we did have a few games. I think we had a shitty Iron Man game at one point. There was Captain America and Thor. And then that was it. They all just kind of ended. And you're like, wow, they really didn't cash in on the whole Marvel thing, right? Can you imagine if they did a Marvel Infinity War game tie-in with the movies? Like, how crazy, you know, popular it would have been? And they didn't do it. Very odd. But anyway, let's see. I'm excited. I'm not going to speculate. I'm not going to make fluff predictions and content like a lot of these content creators who just talks out of their ass to make a fucking frivolous video that makes them money. I'll just wait for the 10th, and then we'll all see it together. Fair enough? All right. Eric has done a 300-bit cheer. That is the biggest cheer of today, so we're going to get Eric up on the leaderboard, and he says, anything you're looking forward to at E3 this year? I don't know. I mean, if anything, the one thing I want out of E3 this year is the same thing that I say every year. Please, finally, give us some concrete information on the games that we're anticipating so highly. You know, give us a release date for The Last of Us 2, you know? Tell us if there's been any development with Elder Scrolls, what is it, 6? And let us know how it's doing. Tell us when the next Doom is coming out. Give us all this information so at least we know when to expect these games because we know what's coming, we just don't know when. And that just makes it kind of uncertain. It makes the future look good, but it makes it uncertain because, you know, so we don't want these games stuck in development hell forever either, right? We want to know when we can play them. So that's really what I want out of E3. Concrete information about these games that they've been hyping now at E3 for 2-3 years. Just tell us when they're coming out. Okay. Carrie Diamonder did a 100-bit cheer. Says, Phil, I know you don't care about soccer. Can I just say big ups to the Liverpool fans in Madrid and hope that they can repeat Heysel and crush it? Well, there you go. I have no clue what the hell he just said, but thank you very much for the cheer regardless. FinZone86 has done a 99-bit cheer. Thank you, FinZone, for the cheer. Darkside Johnson cheered. He says, can't wait for the stream today. Man, this will be a lot of fun. I think so. It's always fun to go back and reminisce and walk down memory lane and watch stuff together, so it should be good. We Need More Frogs tipped me $5. Well, there you go. What I will say, guys, again, I don't mind when you guys do post frogs as long as you don't make it complete spam endlessly. You know, every once in a while, you want to do some froggy stuff in the stream chat, that's fine. If you want, please don't make the stream chat entirely frogs for the entirety of the stream. Then I'll like I said, I'll let you know if I feel it's too much and we need to tone it down. Okay, guys? I wouldn't have made my own frog emote and put it up there if I didn't say it's okay to do frogs. I mean, let's be silly here. All right? Continuing on, Uzi Gohard cheered. He said, "What's up, brother? Frogs rise up. It's time to celebrate our past." There you go. There you go. Although the frog thing's recent, I don't think anyone who watched my stuff was categorizing themselves as a frog until recently. Okay, then. Talk Like a White Girl from Cal tipped me $1 and said, why haven't you taken a 23andMe genetic test? Are you scared of the results? Do you know you have a percentage of African DNA in you? I don't care. You want to know why I haven't done it? Because I don't care. I don't care about my genetics. You know, I really don't. Like, there's very few things that culturally have been in my life besides food. My mom used to make Polish pierogies, and she used to make kielbasa dishes, and then she would make the Italian sauce, and she would make spaghetti cake at Easter, and she would make the Easter plate, which is various meats and cheeses and things together. And I'm trying to think outside of that. At Christmas, she would make these strip pastries that were like a homemade recipe, and then sometimes she would make fried dough. And outside of that, we didn't have any cultural traditions in our house. It wasn't like, oh, we do all these things that are native to our culture that we came from. It was never like that. So I don't really care what cultures are in my blood or anything like that at all. I know a lot of people do. They want to know where they came from. What am I? What's my culture? What's my ethnicity? I don't give a shit. I really don't. I don't give a shit. I've become a person on my own, and I don't feel that my ethnicity or my culture from where I came from makes me who I am. I feel that I did that myself with my own choices in life and how I behave in things, and that's that. So there you go. Bagel Goose did a 100-bit cheer. He says you should grow and sell coral on the side. You just need a saltwater tank. What? What? I should grow and sell corals on the side. This is what I should do. I should be growing coral in my house, apparently, according to Bagel Goose. What the hell? Where did that come from? That's got to be a first. Alright, well. Alright, guys. Let's continue on before I get so sidetracked. Dorky tipped me $5. And Dorky says, so excited for Final Fantasy IX after Phoenix Wright. It's the one true mainline Final Fantasy title that's a genuine throwback to the classic 2D games. It has some downsides like slower battles, missable items, and a bit of lacking in the endgame content, but it's my absolute favorite. Well, that's good to hear, because number one, as you guys know, I grew up playing the classics. Final Fantasy 1, I actually saw my cousin play on the NES. I never got to play it myself on the NES. But then later on, I played Final Fantasy 4, which was 2 in the United States on the Super Nintendo, and then 3, which was Final Fantasy 6, which was called 3 in the United States. I played both of those and absolutely loved them on the Super Nintendo. They're still some of my favorite games to this day. Look out, guys. I'm going to do a bottle crunch. I know you all freak out when I do it. Get ready. There we go. Yeah, so those are two of my favorite games of all time. And then, I played Final Fantasy 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15. And of course, then I went back and played some of the older ones. Like, I've played Final Fantasy 5 a few times. I played Final Fantasy 2 and 3 as well. The one I never beat was 3, I think. I think I was in the volcano stage. I just got bored with it. I didn't like it. Which is kind of weird, because usually Final Fantasy I like, but I got bored of it. But I've played pretty much every Final Fantasy, almost. So 9 is the one that I skipped. That was the era, as I've told you guys, I started getting heavily into competitive Street Fighter, and I just stopped playing, like, console games. And that was one of the very first ones. I was like, nope, I played every Final Fantasy, but nope, I'm not going to play this one. I'm just going to play Street Fighter. So I never played it. And now I'm hearing more and more good things. Okay? More and more good things about it. So let's find out. I'm very excited to play this now, because so many people seem to be interested in seeing me play this game. So sounds good. And you know what? I'll probably do it the first couple sessions as a main gameplay stream, and then of course, people will complain, oh, it's a JRPG, it's so boring. So I'll change it to be a nighttime stream, and it'll be a chill stream. It should be fun. Okay? I almost just spilled water all over myself. I was very close to spilling this bottle of water on my crotch. Okay, continuing on. Minori01 has resubscribed for 3 months in a row. Thank you very much, Minori01, for 3 months of support. Vote Democrat just did a 550-bit cheer and said, I just got back from Chick-fil-A. The woman in the drive-thru forgot to put mayo packets in the bag. I should go back and perma-ban her bitch ass. And then he did 5 try-hard emotes. So thank you, first of all, for the 555-bit cheer. That makes you the top cheerer of the day, Vote Democrat. Thank you for that. So, I have an interesting story for all of you. A few weeks ago, when I was sick, remember when I was sick and my nose was all congested and shit? That week when I had our day off, Kat and I went to Chick-fil-A for the very first time. And normally we don't eat fast food, but it was a little bit later in the day and we were hungry, and it was like too late for breakfast. And we were like, let's just do this. They opened here last year. We never tried them. Let's give it a shot. All right, so we went inside Chick-fil-A, and we each ordered the spicy chicken sandwich combo with waffle fries. And first of all, what a difference from other fast food. You order, they say, oh, here's your number, just go sit down. Here you get your condiments or whatever, here's your drinks, go have a seat. So we did. Someone brought us our food, asked us, do you need anything? Do you need condiments? Do you need anything? Oh, sure, yeah, I'll have a couple ketchup packets and some napkins. So they go grab them, take them to you, ask you if you need anything else. No, I'm good. So it's like you're basically got like a wait staff at a fast food restaurant. The restaurant was incredibly clean. One of the cleanest fast food restaurants I've ever seen in my life. Like, it was spotless, okay? There was actually 2 guys going around cleaning the restaurant as Kat and I were eating here. So, we pick up our sandwiches, and these sandwiches are fucking huge. Like, the chicken on this sandwich is about twice the size of a chicken you would get at any other fast food restaurant. The weird thing is, it was the same price. Like, the combo itself, I think, was like $8. That's the same as any other restaurant. But the chicken was twice as big. Alright? We took a bite, and we were both blown away. Now, I was sick. I couldn't even fully taste because my nose was congested. I was blown away by the flavor. I was like, holy shit, that's like the best spicy chicken seasoning I've ever tasted. It was crispy on the outside, incredibly juicy on the inside. And it had a little bit of a burn to it, which is good. That's what you want on a spicy chicken sandwich, that lingered in your mouth. But overall, it was mostly about spicing and having this good flavor. And of course, the lettuce and tomato was fresh. And we were just like, oh my god. Like, Jesus, dude, this is so good. Like, no wonder people talk about Chick-fil-A like they do. They rant and rave about it. And the waffle fries were good too. I mean, were they the best fries I've ever had? No. But they were certainly better than typical fast food fries because their waffle fries, they're not soggy and they're not greasy as shit. Instead, they were crisp and fluffy on the inside, crisp on the outside, nicely salted with sea salt. They were really freaking good. All right? Like, and I'm not trying to like kiss Chick-fil-A's ass or anything. This is the first time I ever ate there. I was like, Jesus, this is really freaking good. Now, they don't just do fried chicken. They also have a grilled chicken's club sandwich that I think I want to try at some point. They also do both regular chicken nuggets and grilled chicken nuggets. Don't ask me how grilled chicken nuggets would taste. I don't know. But that's all they do, that and shakes. So all they do is chicken and milkshakes. So, I mean, that's a specialty store. If you're into chicken, you know, that's your place to go, man. And now I said to Kat, we got to come here again. You know, obviously we can't do this often because it's not good for you. It's fast food. Maybe once a month swing by here and get something because this is crazy good. I'd like to try the rest of their menu, you know. So, there you go. Now, Stinkin' Burrow says, I live in Tennessee, so the Chick-fil-A's are always full of rednecks. So the restaurants are disgusting. See, this one's relatively new. This one opened up, I believe it was the fall of last year. And we've been eyeballing it the whole time, and only now did we finally go for the first time. But it's like brand spanking new. Now, maybe in a couple years the thing will get run down. But just in general, the place was spotless. It was really nice, man. Okay? Alright. The Chick-fil-A story. There you go. Eric tipped me $5.01. That actually makes him the top cheerer of, or excuse me, the top tipper of the day. So first of all, let's get Eric up on the leaderboard. $5.01. He won by one single penny. Okay, so that's going to be 24 bucks we're up to in tips. Thank you, guys. And he says, congrats on 10 plus years. How much has YouTube changed from 10 years ago, for better or worse? I mean, I'm not going to really get into detail about this. I'm going to be very honest with you, Eric, because I'll just sit here ranting and raving about how bad YouTube's gotten. When I started on YouTube, it was basically if you have talent, you could get noticed. They had algorithms and things in place, so if you got, you know, a little bit of attention, you could get to a view page where people could watch your videos and click on a variety of content that was getting popular, and you could see any day you could just go to the trending now page and you'd see so much variety of people who were singing, people who did edited style videos that were skits, people who were doing news shows, people who were doing gameplay, people who were you know what I mean? Like, there was so much shit. Now it's like you go to the YouTube trending page, it's the same 10 fucking people doing drama style videos every day. It's the same garbage every fucking day. There's nothing to it. It's all fluff content. And you know, it's many reasons why YouTube's fallen apart over the years. They don't listen to feedback at all. They ask for your feedback and then they never listen to it. You know, oh, we're gonna make this big site-wide change, and the feedback is, no, we really like what you're doing, what you had. Don't change it. Then they change it anyway because they don't give a fuck. You know, they just do whatever they want. And every time that they do this, they ruin the site. It makes worse and worse. So I'm just not gonna go into massive detail about it anymore, but they have really gone down the shitter to the point where people can't even make a living on YouTube anymore. Like, for from 2011 to 2017, that was my job. And then in 2017, they fucked up so bad, I can't even make a living on YouTube anymore. That's not my fault. My videos were still getting views. Everything was still good. It was their fault. So I had to change my whole style to be a streamer instead of a YouTuber because they fucked up. And it's like, that's horrible. How many people, you know, had this dream and they worked their ass off and they lost their dream because YouTube sucks, right? It is what it is. But anyway, that's why I'm a live streamer now, okay? But thank you, Eric. Top tip of the day. Appreciate that. Numbed Ozers? I can't even freaking say that. But your name, I can't read it. I'm sorry, but thank you for the cheer. And he says, when's pre-stream ending? As soon as I finish with shout-outs, and as I do, I'm going to do shout-outs for the top cheers of the week, and then we're going to start. Okay? So, let's go ahead. Oh, hold on. Itachi just resubbed for 8 months and says, what up, brother? A few pre-streams ago, wondered where people got brother from. Well, now you know. Okay. Thank you, Itachi. All right. Let's do some shout-outs for the top 10 cheerers of the week. All right. Thank you to everyone this week who cheered in this order. Thank you. Excuse me. In 10th place, we've got Timbo Slice. 9th place was Bad Bunny. 8th place, Super Flash 82. We have a tie for 6th place between Mr. Papavera and Insomniatic Meat. 5th place, Code Castile. 4th place, Infinite 55. 3rd place, Big Boy Abides. 2nd place, West Side Rascal. And then in 1st place, Vote Democrat. All right, so thank you all for your contributions this week. Okay? I think that's it. I think we're done with the shout-outs. I don't see any more contributions. So, just a reminder, everyone, today's going to be a marathon stream where we're going to be watching back all kinds of content from my history based on your suggestions. Yes, at some point during the stream, I will be taking live suggestions from chat as well. Probably every 1 to 2 hours, I'll be taking a mini break, and then at one point, probably around 3 p.m.-ish, I'll be taking a much larger break to actually go downstairs and get some food, so maybe a half an hour or a little longer. But then we'll resume, and I'll be going at least till around 7 p.m. Pacific time. It depends on how things go later tonight, how tired I get, obviously. And anything, any kind of, contributions are much appreciated. But if you would like to help me the most today, please tip me. Tipping me helps me more than anything because I need some support right now in regards to helping pay all my bills coming up. And tips go right to my bank account. Boom. I can pay those bills with that. So thank you to anyone who contributes with anything today. It is all helpful and much appreciated. But right now, the tips are the best thing. Okay? All right, guys. That is it. Let's end the pre-stream. Here we go.